Hey guys, it's Kara from iStampin.com. Thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to be making this really fun card using some brand new product from the annual catalog that you'll be able to start ordering next week on June 1st. I'm using Daisy Delight, which is a really cute photopolymer stamp set, and I'm going to be stamping on our note cards. So the Delightful Daisy Designer Series paper, this matches that stamp set, and you can see here that I've cut 3 strips down to 7/8 by 3 3/8, and then this floral print I've cut just a little bit larger, so 1 1/4 by 3 3/8, and then I'm using Whisper White Whisper White cardstock. I've cut that down to the same dimensions, 3 3/8 by 4 7/8. So that will allow me to put the strips onto the cardstock. I'm going to be doing some stamping, so I've got some Shimmery White cardstock and some Old Olive cardstock cut in various dimensions. Now the Old Olive cardstock, I'm actually going to cut that down by hand. So I'm inking that up with Old Olive ink. And I'm using my Mini Misty because if you've seen the pictures of me, I'm crafting on the floor. So I don't have a really firm base. So this Mini Misty is actually coming in really handy. And so I just inked it up twice just to get a good impression. And then I'm going to use those little tiny daisies, and I'm going to stamp that all the way across that strip. That's a Shimmery White cardstock. And I'm going to ink this up in Night of Navy. And I'm going to start in the middle of the strip. That will allow me to make sure, that I'm going to evenly stamp this across the entire cardstock strip, I should say. So there you see me just stamping in the middle, and then I'll go from either side until I stamp all the way off, just so that it looks like it's a piece of pattern paper and I've just cut it down to the dimension that I need it to be. Really easy, especially with the photopolymer. You can see right through it, so it was really easy to line up. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's good enough. So I'm just gonna get that very edge of the cardstock. And then here you can see that I've cut this down, so I think it measures probably about 3 1/4 by 3 3/8. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay the pieces onto that piece of Whisper White just to make sure that I've cut the strips to the proper dimension, just so that it will cover the entire cardstock. And then once I do that, I'll use my snail adhesive just to adhere everything down, but I'm just doing this just to make sure that I have the spacing the way that I want it to be. And so there you can see the pattern. And now I'm just going to go ahead and adhere everything. I went ahead and sped this up. I didn't think you needed to see me do this in real time. I think you get the idea. And anything that's hanging off, I'll just use my scissors to trim it off just to make a clean cut. Next I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of our brand new ribbon. This is the Daffodil Delight 1/4 inch double stitched ribbon. So you can see that you can use either side. And I'm just going to use some mini glue dots to attach this to the back. I'm going to put a couple of glue dots on either side and then a couple of glue dots in the middle of the ribbon just to make sure that it doesn't move around too much on the front of the cardstock. And there's no reason to wrap this all the way around. This is going to be adhered onto the card base, so this is a great way to save ribbon. Then I'm using the Old Olive 3/8 inch mini chevron ribbon. So all of these products that I'm using, the designer series paper, the stamp set, the ribbon, all of this will be available for you starting on June 1st. So I'm just going to tie a simple knot, and the catalogs will be going out this week. If you're one of my preferred customers, you will be receiving a catalog. for free. If you aren't a preferred customer, I will link the information down on how to become a preferred customer. And then also starting on June 1st, if you would just like to receive a catalog from me, all I ask is that you pay for shipping. So all that information will be up on June 1st. So I'm just popping the panel up on Dimensionals, and I'm just going to put this on the card base, and we will be all done. Just a great way to use pattern or designer series paper scraps if you have some of those laying around. And it was a lot of fun to make this card. I think the patterns look really cute together, and I think anybody would love receiving this spring. So if you have any questions about any of the items that I used today, make sure that you comment below. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and head on over to Facebook, iStampin, and like my page, and you can stay up to date on everything that's going on with me. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.